Am I here?
Yeah.
Is it me?
It's you.
Yeah, I have no reference.
Yeah, I know.
So I can't see a thing. I need to put a mirror right there. Welcome, everybody,
Or another
to
monitor.
Season 3 of the Ordinary Guys Show. Just to let you know, we'll call Season 1 with Matt and John. We'll call that Season 1. That was a good season. That's where we cut our teeth, so to speak.
It's archived.
Yeah. Then Season 2 was just pretty much Frank and I getting drunk and making idiots of ourselves.
Well, towards the end.
Yeah.
The beginning part of it, we actually had some good guests and we were doing cool stuff. And then it just kind of COVIDed off the rails.
You know, what was funny is, Morgan never really cared if I used to do this because we kind of took it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And then tonight she's like, I don't even know why you two do that anymore. You could just say you're going over there to get drunk.
It's kind of true, though.
Yeah. Look, it's back.
What's back? Oh, man.
Boner arm.
Boner arm. Yeah, I tried everything I could with that. I tried to is that me?
That's you.
I tried to take tension out of the springs there. I tried to put it in a way that it wouldn't move.
Nice.
No way to get around that.
Well,
mine is like typical right in front of my face.
This is Season 3, new season, new you. We've got a new board. We've got a new setup. We're going to have some kinks in the beginning, but I think so far it's looking pretty good. So let us know what you think.
See, what they can't see is where we're sitting at and what we did. So what I did was I took a Husky like rolling cart with the wood top and all the drawers, and I put the entire podcast inside of the cart so we can just wheel it away when we're done, which is kind of cool. And people appreciate that. But anyway, so we're cramped. It's like a smaller table than we've ever had before.
But to you guys, it looks better. And honestly, that's all we care about is y'all.
Yeah. The only thing is, watch. Oh, you can't even see, but I can go like this.
Yeah. He's direct. He's a foot and a half in front of me.
Yeah. But it looks like we're a lot further away.
Yeah. So.
And we got whiskey behind us.
Tons of it. I'm
excited. All right.
So that leads into by the way, I do notes. Frank follows along. That's the way the rules are.
Yep.
If Frank makes notes, it just who was it that made note? Oh, it was Scotty made notes.
Yeah,
he's like, I thought this
notes.
was going to be a lot better than I ended up doing because he did the whole notes thing and had all sorts of stuff prepared. And we're like, well, that's how it goes. So our new thing lately, unfortunately, if you've been watching the show, you know that Frank and I both have this thing where we'll get a new passion, so to speak, and we will dive in head first. Typically, my passions last longer than Frank's. Frank dives in head first, goes full steam, 120%.
Yep.
And is just balls to the wall.
And then I fade out quick.
Yeah.
Like a heroin buzz.
Like running.
Like, no, my knee faded out quick.
Yeah.
I still want to run.
Don't lie, because you stopped running before you put your knee on the screw.
No, my knee was all messed up from those long races I did. That October, November is what destroyed me. And then when I thought my knee was getting better, I fell on a screw. And I'm pretty sure I tore a tendon because I could feel it loose and flopping around in there.
So if you know any pro bono surgeons,
yep,
Frank's looking.
Specifically for pro bono. They could be a veterinarian.
Or pro boner.
Yeah, they could be a veterinarian with an MRI machine, and I'm good.
Like a meth dealer that got shot.
Yeah. I just need to know whether or not it's attached to my knee. That's all I need to know.
I think we've decided it's partially attached to your knee. Because from what you're saying, it's got a knot.
Yeah.
Which is probably part of it rolled up.
I think so.
That's gross.
Or down. It rolled down. And I can't, like, the whole, like, take a knee thing. Well, we do it all the time for work. We get on a knee and you're fixing something down on the floor. I can't put any weight on my left knee.
It might be early onset arthritis.
It's very possible, but I feel like it's a torn tendon.
I got the gout. You got the early onset arthritis.
Yep.
We're just falling apart. Our pets' heads are falling off.
Well, the good thing is we've been biking, though.
Oh, well, that wasn't even on the show notes.
No, but
we're
already getting
sidetracked because that's pretty good. So I got really fat. And to be totally honest with you, I weighed one time, one night after I ate a whole lot of stuff before my diet. And I hope Morgan's not watching. I weighed 293 pounds.
Jesus, Kevin, I didn't know that.
It's not the heaviest I've ever been.
But I didn't know you were that heavy.
293 pounds. Now, granted, the next morning I woke up and I was in the 280s again.
Yeah.
So it was like I was holding a lot of water for something.
And poop and doo-doo.
Yeah, it was just water. I didn't go to the bathroom.
Let's you want to start the first drink and then talk about.
No, because I want to talk about how we found these bad boys.
Okay.
But you're just gonna have to hold off from being an alcoholic a small minute longer.
I was trying not to have to drink 3 or 4 drinks in a very short time.
You'll be okay. So, anyways, I had in my mindset that I was going to have my last hurrah, which makes no sense, by the way. It's like when you quit smoking cigarettes, it's like, I'm going to finish this pack. Like, why not just stop?
Yeah.
You know? And it sounds easy, but it's not.
Well, that's an addict's way of getting their fix still.
Yeah, and I'm a fat eater addict.
Yep.
Yeah, I think everybody at this table might be that.
Well, there's only 2 of us, so I guess.
Yes. So, anyways, I got up to 290 whatever. It was lower 290s, makes me feel a little better. But anyways, got the Peloton bike. Thought was I'm going to ride every day, and I'm going to start eating better when that Peloton comes in. It's been 2 weeks. I've lost about 14 pounds, and I do have to say that the bike is awesome. I've never felt better, except for my ass, because my butt bone, like my actual coccyx, is bruised for sure.
Yep. So I've ridden like actual bikes. Well, you've ridden actual bikes.
Yeah. So much easier than that bike.
Yeah, though. Well, forget like the tensions and the adjustments and all that sort of stuff. My time trial bike, has a way more comfortable seat than that thing does.
Oh yeah, mine does too. I have a Trek, and it has that. I'm forgetting the name of it.
It's got like the cooling gel cushion.
Yeah, and it's some fancy brand.
They even make the ones that have like the cutout so that your taint can sit on it. And not
I've seen those. I thought that was airflow to your butthole.
No, it's so that your taint can sit in there, your derf can sit in there all cool without freaking being shoved up into your freaking crotch, man. I'm telling you, when I get off, I walk like I've been running for 10 miles.
The one that you have is more comfortable than the one that I have.
Yeah.
So Frank has the Echelon. I have the Peloton. I originally had the Echelon. I'm going to tell you right now. So the price point is right around. What did I pay? I don't remember what I paid. Let's just say it's $2,500. I think might be $2,300 for the Peloton. The Peloton's fancy. It's got the name. Everybody likes it. There's some really good riders on there. But I had the Echelon prior. The Echelon was like, I think $1,100. And I'm going to tell you right now, without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, if I had to do it over again, I would tell you to get the Echelon. My wife would tell you to get the Peloton.
Well, because her friends have the Peloton.
That and the people that do it. So there's this guy named Cody that's on there. He's very feminine, so you can guess what I'm actually saying. He is like hilarious. And I did one ride and watched him ride, and he is every single woman's dream of who they want to work out.
I call those FOMOs.
And then the guy that I ride with, his name's Alex. He's like a straight up sports football coach. He's like, dig down. It's like yelling at you. So their coaching is way better, but we both know that I'm cheap. So the thought of I can pay a third for the bike and I can pay half the price on the monthly for the Echelon. And they have good people too.
Well, Echelon, the monthly service on the Echelon went up.
Oh, okay.
It's $39 a month.
Because now they've got, what's his name? Zach Slater. Not Zach Slater.
Zach Slater. AC Slater.
AC Slater. Yeah.
But what they did, though, was they mushed it all into one subscription. I guess you used to be able to select whether or not you wanted like just a ride or if you're going to do the workouts.
Yeah.
So now it's 5 people and it's their entire database, which is cool, except I'm one person. You know what I mean? So it's like, why can't you just do a single membership and like do it for $20 a month?
Well, I can say this. The one thing that I really like about the Peloton is so the music's better. Like they have really good music. They're paying extra. You can tell. They've got everything new. They have. Nice. I think they have a professional that's putting together the songs.
Dude, with the marketing that they do and the amount that they charge for those bikes, I'm sure they got all top of the line everything.
Oh, with the Peloton side of it, that's better is literally whoever has curated the songs has curated it to how fast you pedal. So like
that's cool.
I feel like they have pre-trainings and the guy's like, okay, you need to hit this cadence, this intensity during these times of the song, and tells the coach that, because literally it'll be like, say, a Korn song where you get that drop and he's like, now go, and you're like, wow, because you're all excited.
That's just a good spin instructor, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but it's
I've ever been to an actual spin class.
Yes, I went one time with Morgan.
They're pretty good even about that.
Yeah.
This is a flavor explosion.
What do you got?
These
I told you they're good.
Himalayan salted dark chocolate almonds. They're like hit you in like 3 different ways all at the same time.
Yeah, they're good.
They're salty as shit.
Well, not as
almonds,
salty as old Salty Balls whiskey.
And almonds have that, I don't know, that like wet flavor.
But I think we should actually do like a side-by-side comparison, because I'm sure somebody's done it, but like the ordinary guys, going over the Echelon and going over the Peloton, I don't think the extra money's worth it in the Peloton. But, one other thing that's cool on the Peloton is you can hook it up Bluetooth to speakers in your home audio. So instead of it playing like through an iPad, you're playing through your surround sound in your house. So it's like thumping, which gets you going. Because when you go to the class, they got a full-on stereo system. And
it's all out.
They turn the lights out and they got like the strobes going and stuff.
Did I ever tell you? So at the spin class, the spin gym, whatever you want to call them, up in Connecticut where my dad lives, every time I go up there, we go with my stepmom. My stepmom is like on the wall. Like She's got her plaque on the wall because she's done like 500 or 5,000 classes, something like it's astronomical. Like she's all the way up at top.
So very freaking rocks for legs.
Oh, dude. Yeah. She's in great shape. So anyway, when we go, she gets up front. Like she has a reserved bike for her because she's this famous on the wall person there.
She's like, hi, I'm here.
But she reserves our bikes in the very back row away from her.
She's embarrassed of you.
She's embarrassed of us.
That's funny.
That's kind of makes me upset.
You know what's killing me though? So like merch is taking over the world.
Yeah.
And like Peloton has Adidas Peloton merch, and it's like it flies off the shelf. Like and so does Echelon. So Echelon did Nike this month because I'm still on that mailer. And it's like they're just making so much money because of COVID. They're begging it not to open back up.
Oh, dude, they've blown up during COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's staying at home.
I ordered the bike. It took 6 weeks. It might have taken 8.
It took 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you telling me something about that.
It was crazy. Between that and the table.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily, those are both done. All right. An actual topic. Something we do know a lot about.
Yep. And one of our buddies in the chat asked, what are we sipping on?
Well, we're gonna get to that.
That's not this topic. All right.
No, the topic is continue. Okay. We'll do sipping on, and we'll go through the story. How's that sound? So nobody can see it. Is it on me?
Yep.
We're gonna do to our wives. These are $10 bottles.
Yep.
To everybody that knows, we're gonna do Angel's Envy. We are going to do the Willet Pot Still, and then we are going to do the Heaven Hill. And so in other words, a little more upscale tasting tonight. No longer are we doing mellow corn, Evan Williams 100 garbage water.
I like that stuff.
I know you do. Buffalo Trace, which has a better name than it actually is. It's good for what it costs.
Yeah.
It would not hold up to these.
I don't know. I hear terrible things about that Willet.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so to anybody in the group who has listened, oh, by the way, you should hold up the glass. That was a birthday gift. Well, you just got it today.
Can you? Oh, it's
You're
probably
closer.
Better view.
Yeah.
Check that out. Frank got that from Janet. It's got the bullet in it. Can you see it? No?
You see that, Tom? All right, everybody can see it. It's good.
It's pretty neat, I think.
Tom says Willet is trash.
Willet is trash. Unfortunately, I've already tried it.
I've never had it.
Pour her in. The bullet glass.
All right, bullet glass, Angel's Envy.
Here's a cool thing. Let's see if we can get this on camera. So the coolest thing about the Willet, obviously, is the bottle. If you see this, looks like it almost looks like a lantern, right?
Yeah, I expect a genie to come out of it.
Well, it tastes a lot like lantern juice. So if you've ever drank the tiki stuff. So anyways, here's the cool part about it. I'm not even going to tell you what the cool part about it is. Ready?
Oh, that sounds cool. It sounds like the Willet's hitting a bong before it comes to you.
Isn't that cool, though?
It is pretty cool. You guys ready?
Oh, wrong one. Where did I put that cap? There it is.
That is pretty cool. God,
it's got a cool
bottle.
cork top on it.
It's a cool bottle. Tom, you wouldn't buy the Willet just for the bottle? Well, I'm sure you've already had the Willet, but if you don't own it, would you buy it just for the bottle?
This one's just glug, 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 glug.
Yeah. Well, we also talked about, too, so in the whiskey world, there's a lot of talk about the neck, right? And they will say the neck is the worst part of the bottle. Well, this bottle has like no neck, I think.
It's got what I like to call the butthole.
For that reason, yeah.
That's got the butthole.
It's got a butthole.
And what I'm talking about that is Scotch. A lot of Scotches have the butthole. But it's like this flat, really wide one. And then you have the standard, which is like this one here. So.
All right. So we are drinking.
Well, let's
Angel's
go by
Envy.
We'll go by smell first.
Willet and Heaven Hill.
All right.
Tom says, nope, he's not buying it, even for the bottle.
Well, we're going to find out because the rumor has it. You drink it the first time, you drink the neck, everybody says it sucks. Then they say, oh, I came back to it and it's fantastic. I'm the one that drank the neck. Frank is trying it for the first time.
I've never had Willet.
It smells like straight up ethanol.
Right. So we went. See, Angel's Envy is just delicious, though. I've had Angel's Envy. I love Angel's Envy. I didn't like it at first, remember?
Yeah, well, you had just kind of got into. You were a Scotch guy.
I was drinking Scotch. That was like 3 years ago almost. I was drinking a lot of Scotch, and it felt just too alcohol-y.
And now it's like moderate.
Why does it smell like dish soap?
It smells bad. It's ether. We're going to fall over.
The Willet smells like dish soap. But I like it.
Heaven Hill hits your nose with the most force. Might be the glass, though.
It might be the glass.
It's got a lot of oak in it, the Heaven Hill. It doesn't smell great either, though. No. Angel's Envy takes it on the nose.
Angel's Envy smells the best.
So, just to be totally honest, this is $39.99, right? I think.
Is it in the 40s?
No, I think it's $39.99.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I
don't think you pay more than mid-40s for Angel's Envy, though. Right?
The rye is high.
The rye is like 86.
Yeah. I think it's 40. Let's just say 40.
40.
I can look it up real quick. The Willet, I've seen it.
Tom says it's $49.99.
Are you sure, Tom? I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Angel's Envy like broke the $50 mark after taxes.
So just to let you know,
Kevin's wrong.
Free drop in here. So there's a app called Booze app, BOOZ app.
I've been meaning to download that.
Yeah, and it will tell you the MSRP, the going rate, and the fair price you should pay. If you don't know the whiskey world, that's what I was going to talk about. Is you have real stores such as ABC, Total Wine, Walgreens, Walmart,
your corporate
Winn-Dixie's. They have to sell at MSRP or somewhere right around it.
So I talked to somebody at Publix today, and what she said was it's a corporate set price. So technically, corporate could set that price up if they wanted to, but they don't.
Okay, so Angel's Envy average MSRP is $49.20.
Ah, see, 20 cents.
And here's what I was going to say. So the Florida normally gets like jacked up in the fact that we don't get a lot of good bourbons. But one we do get a lot of is Angel's Envy. It's everywhere. And
I've never not seen Angel's Envy.
No, I haven't either. I always see it. Like always. So anyways, the Angel's Envy is on every shelf, but in other states it's allocated. So like what this app is saying is that typical shelf price is actually $60.
Huh.
And the fair price, because it's allocated in other places, is $63.84. So
I wouldn't pay that much.
Yeah. So part of this should be, is it worth the fair price? I've drank it. You've drank it. It's not worth that.
No, I mean, it's delicious. I would like to always have it. I would like to always have it in the bar behind me, but I would wait for it on sale. Oh yeah, that's true. That Angel's Envy rum cask. Tom says it tastes like candy. That rum cask is on my list.
It's hard to find though.
Yeah, that one I feel like it's hard to find. But it's so weird because Tom's in North Florida and he says, I'll say we can't find anything. And he's like, no, that's here.
Well, because he's near the border.
That's true.
Georgia has it easier. And I guarantee if you drove into Atlanta, I've heard Atlanta's stocked.
Really?
Oh, yeah. So the next one is the Willet Pot Still Reserve Bourbon. That's the actual name. By the way, it's 94 proof. Angel's Envy is what, 90?
86.
Oh, that's why it's so smooth.
Yeah.
So I haven't drank Angel's Envy in a while, so I feel like I'm gonna not like it as much as I used to.
Because you've been drinking a lot of high test.
Yeah. So average MSRP on this is $52.21. So again, we're right around that $50 range.
Okay.
Fair price on it is $58.02, and shelf average price is $64.99.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're about the same.
Yeah, they're about the same.
Close.
But it just seems like this whole shelf price thing is kind of bullshit, if you ask me.
Well, it's because what I was going to say is the secondary market. I mean, so for instance, a bottle of Old Fitzgerald is, I think, $80 or $90. And we've seen it multiple places in secondary stores, which means private store that can sell it for whatever they want, $400 all day.
It's ridiculous. There's $2.99 was the last one we saw.
There's nothing that I would drink that would cost $400 that's coming into my life.
Nope.
Unless
you saw a bottle of Happy today for $600.
Yeah.
But
it's crazy.
All right. So are you going to Heaven Hill?
So Heaven Hill.
So the interesting about this Heaven Hill was we popped into a liquor store somewhere on the West Coast, and we went in, and it was Horse Soldier was on the top shelf for whatever reason. And I said, that doesn't look like a Horse Soldier bottle. And I looked, and all I could see was, it might have come off, all I could see was Heaven, where it said Heaven. And I was like, well, that's interesting. So then I looked at the tag next to Horse Soldier, and sure enough, it said Heaven Hill. And I looked up, and I was like, oh, shit, there's 2 bottles up there.
Yeah.
Let's grab them. So the guy climbed up on the ladder. He almost told us no, like if you can't reach it.
I'd have lifted you up.
Like if you can't reach it, you can't get
By
it.
the way, we paid MSRP.
Well, we did.
Yeah. So MSRP on that is $39.99. So actually this one's $10 less than the other 2.
Okay.
So you got to keep that in your mind. But the thing is the average shelf price on this, take a guess.
60?
$84.99.
Jesus. So we hit gold.
Yeah. So fair price is $63.54. Meaning,
what year Pappy was that $600 one? 15?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Yeah. Well, Tom, it wasn't on the shelf. The liquor store owner told him he had it and how much he was selling it for.
Yeah.
But either way, my guess is it probably was what's the 10 year? It's probably the 10 year. The very old.
No, 10 year is
Old
Rip Van Winkle. 12 is Pappy Van Winkle. Old Pappy Van Winkle or whatever. What is it? 18 is
I know
the
there's
next
a
one,
15.
and then 23.
I know there's a 15.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
But all right.
Angel's Envy.
You've been waiting on the crap batch.
Mm-hmm. I want to taste something good first that I know is good.
It doesn't smell any better, even though it's sat.
Why does the Angel's Envy smell like vinegar now?
I don't smell vinegar. All right, here we go. That's such a good bourbon. Or is it whiskey?
No, it's bourbon.
I thought bourbon had to be 100 proof.
No. Bottled and bond has to be 100 proof.
Bourbon whiskey.
Yeah. All bourbon is whiskey.
Okay.
They should all say bourbon whiskey on there. But
that's good.
Bottled and bond has to be 100 proof. And 4 years, 100 proof under government supervision.
Okay. So my story behind Angel's Envy is I always drink Jim Beam.
That Angel's Envy is delicious.
I drank Jim Beam forever. Somebody introduced me to Gentleman's Shack. I liked it. It was good, but I didn't want to pay the extra money for it. This is my drinking life now. And then somebody gave me Angel's Envy, which Angel's Envy was created by the same person that made Gentleman's Jack. I loved it. I still love it. It's still in my top 5.
It's good.
I like it a lot. So I would honestly say if you were going to say, okay, I want to try something other than junk, and I want to have my first experience where I know I'm going to get a bottle that I will like you want to get into the world, this is it.
So it's funny because we tried this Like I said, I tried this several years ago. I say several. I said probably 3 years ago. And I was like, oh, straight gasoline. And I think it was Tom and Tyler who kept telling me, like, are you sure? Which one did you have? Because
what did we learn
really good
from the movie? The first drink of whiskey is always fire. Well, no matter how good it is.
That was one of our topics, so we might as well talk about it. Movies and things that we're watching.
Yeah, well, you were that was your movie, so go for it.
So we watched Neat. So if you have Hulu, check out Neat. It's the history of bourbon.
And if you don't have Hulu, I'm pretty sure it's only $2 to add to your Spotify account if you have Spotify. They like pretty much give Hulu away.
So Tom says, and this is interesting too, because I agree with Tom, but Kevin does not like Eagle Rare.
No, I don't.
He does not like Eagle Rare. I agree with Tom. We said if you're buying that one bottle, you said Angel's Envy.
Yeah, well, one you're going to like. Because some of them, we have a difference of opinion on a lot of them.
Yep.
Like, I like things that are more fire. You like things that are typically more sweet and mellow.
I like between 86 and probably 97 proof.
And I like it 115 and up.
But I do like the 100 proofs. I love the 100 proofs. My favorite bottle that I have back here is that Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. That's my favorite bottle on the whole shelf.
Well, I think that is dirty tap water.
We should save that for another discussion.
I think I need to try it again, but it was garbage when I first tried it. I think it tastes exactly what it's sitting next to. Old Tub and Evan Williams are best friends.
I got Old Tub next to that.
There's one thing we can agree on, and that is Old Tub is garbage.
You see that right behind me, Tom? It's Old Tub and Evan Williams.
Garbage. But I can tell you this. You're about to have your life changed because now we're going on to the bottle of Aladdin's butt.
All right. E.H. Taylor. See, I really want to try the E.H. Taylor, but we can't get a hold of it here. And I don't want to pay a premium for E.H. Taylor.
Cheapest we've seen is $100.
Yeah, cheapest we've seen is $100. It hurts. I'm not going to do that. All right.
It's got a bad smell.
It smells like soap. It smells like bubbles.
I don't smell soap. I smell turpentine.
No, I smell bubbles.
I smell what is the stuff you let me borrow to get the crap off of my shirt?
Oh, mineral spirits.
It smells like mineral spirits.
Yeah, I can see that. It smells, with a hint, to me, it smells like the kid's bubble wand.
With a hint of dirt.
I don't smell the dirt. There's shit floating in my cup, though.
It's non-filtered.
Yeah, but is that a reason for there to be, like, bark?
I don't know. It might have been a dirty glass. I didn't clean it first. It's your house. It's your dirt. You'll be fine. Especially after you gave me that stuff that had chunks in it.
God damn it, Janet.
You're going to blame Janet for a glass that was in your room? What is that?
That's wood.
Really?
Yeah. You know what it's from, though? Where'd you get the cups?
Up there.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
It's from the...
Just don't drink the big pieces.
It's from the whiskey shelf.
Yeah.
I'll send you guys a handshake sample for the show.
Nice.
That's awesome, Tom. We send if there's something you want us to send you too. We'll send you. Actually, Tom and I need to meet up because I've got a bottle in my cabinet that belongs to Tom. Tom had me pick up some Sazerac rye.
Very depressing.
I like it. Tried it again.
It got better.
All the booze tastes better.
You're an alcoholic.
All the booze. Yeah. It's all good.
All right. Taste this. I want to see your reaction.
There's chunks in my shit.
Here, switch then. We know I don't care. It's not a good face.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, I know. It's bad.
It doesn't taste like bourbon. I mean, it does. It's got all the characteristics of bourbon. There's even chunks of wood in my drink.
There's nothing good about that. It has gasoline, cardboard, a hint of like you accidentally sprayed your cologne in your mouth in the morning.
See, I don't taste all that. I taste. I switched glasses a little bit here.
There's one thing I can deal with. Remember what I told you? I don't like it if it curls my tongue. Like you get those ones that bite your edge of your tongue. It doesn't do that.
No, it's really smooth.
It's smooth, but it's just got a terrible taste.
It's really sweet,
but it's not through the whole taste. It's in the middle.
There's like a weird aftertaste, but it goes away quick.
It's kind of like when you take cherry flavored cough syrup and immediately you taste cherry, but immediately afterwards you taste garbage.
I need to sign up for an AA meeting.
You know what this is?
Huh.
This is, I'm pretty sure it's Old Tub, and then they filtered it through a dirty gym sock.
I like it.
You're so full of shit.
I like it.
It's so bad. It's better than what. It has a cardboard taste. I got to get that out of my mouth.
Tom says your taste profile is perfect.
Cardboard. Has he had it?
Yeah, Tom's had.
Yeah, doesn't he? Did he taste cardboard? Because it's cardboard.
Tom, if you can remember, tell us what you thought the taste profile was of Willet.
Cardboard. I got to get it again. The smell is awful. Maybe it's the smell. Let me try this. It's got a really good mouthfeel. It is so much better if you don't smell it.
Well, I'm still concerned about the shit I have.
As soon as I open my nose, cardboard.
It does smell like cardboard. It smells like a cardboard box. Hold your nose
and try it. It changes the whole thing.
Now that you say it, it reminds me of our boxes that we get whenever we open up shipment.
You know what it also reminds me of is gun sodas. You know, like when
you're right.
Yeah,
it was good, and then the nose got cardboard.
Without the nose, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's the smell that's bad about it.
so instead of Tom being, trying to describe, any nuttiness or graininess, he says
we don't do that on this show.
It's like licking your hand after the tiki torches. After touching tiki torches.
It is. That's what this show is going to be. So part of this show is going to be the ordinary guy's version of testing. There's no fancy terminology here. It is, this tastes like you chewed bark.
We did that with burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah. We weren't like, oh, the quality of the meat is superb. You're like, oh, I can eat this and not shit my pants.
And we voted that Burger King has the best cold burger.
Burger King has the best cold burger.
By far.
Sonic was close.
Yeah, but it was a mess.
It was a mess.
Absolute mess. And the onions turned into turds.
Well, and it takes forever to get your food.
All right. Heaven Hill. By the way, I have to be up at 7 in the morning. It smells so much better. It doesn't smell as good as Angel's Envy.
The Angel's Envy just smells good.
There's a theme going on right here. These are both holy.
Huh? Oh,
Heaven
Hill, Angel's Envy. Oh, I like that. Yeah. All right, ready?
Yep. I don't like drinking out of this. My nose gets in it. It's very oaky, and it's got a lot of burn for 100.
I like that.
I like it too, but I think the Angels is better.
I don't know.
This is by far the worst. I don't care what you say.
That Heaven Hill is delicious.
It's good. It's got a lot of oak. See,
it's darker.
Yeah, I think you like the taste of the oak more than I do. I like whatever is going on here.
I have a hard time. See, I'm not good. Like, I don't have an educated palate.
That's the point of this show.
It smells good, though. Let me see. That Angel's Envy smells like toasted almonds.
Okay, go back and forth. Angel's Envy all day. It's so smooth.
Angel's Envy is smooth.
I think it's Angel's Envy wins this one.
Oh, that's tough. When you drink them side by side, it's tough.
It's almost like it's two different feels, though. There he is.
Put it this way. If you drank anything after Willet, it would be good.
I'm voting Angel's Envy 1, a very close second, Heaven Hill. But we're talking that one's supposed to be $10 cheaper. So if you take cost into the...
Oh, then number one.
Number one.
Retail cost.
This should be on the shelf with Old Tub.
No. It's not that bad.
You still want to like it just because it's fancy. That's the only reason you like it. Because you're a flashing lights guy. Flashing lights gets you. To me, I don't care how snazzy it is. That's why I feel like I'm going to go try Van Winkle, and I'm going to be like, this is garbage.
I'm afraid. See, I'm afraid Pappy's going to let me down. The only time I had Blanton's, I was drunk in a hot tub with a bunch of dudes. So I drank like literally out of a plastic cup. Tom remembers.
Of course he does, because you guys were holding hands.
Well, he was there. And it was good, but I was drinking all sorts of pool chlorine water.
I've decided a new rule.
What?
We have to mix them all together and try them all together.
So, hey, I was just going to tell you, I'm going to pour all mine together and top it off with Mountain Dew.
Yep. Let's see what that's like.
That's what I'm going to do.
That's going to be the show right there. No matter how cheap, how expensive.
Yep.
That's what we do. And then.
So now I've got.
Cheers.
The combination.
It's fantastic.
It's great. Yeah, the Willet cuts right through.
It does, but it's good with the Mountain Dew.
It is. It doesn't have that weird aftertaste.
No cardboard when it's sitting.
Smell it though. It still smells like Willet.
It's straight Willet. It's all you're smelling. So we have voted the best drink. Do we agree Angel's Envy wins this round?
Yeah. So Angel's Envy, but if we're going
cost, Heaven Hill.
Oh my gosh, that Heaven Hill is big. Now, I almost want to say Heaven Hill just because you said Angel's Envy, like to give it some, because that doesn't mean that it sucks.
You're going up against one of my favorites of all time, though. For me to say it's right behind it, that
Heaven Hill. Let me get.
There's no fire though on the Angels. If you like fire, there's no fire.
There's fire on Heaven Hill, which I like. At the end, well, I've been, I think it was Tom who actually got me on the bottled and bonds. Like I like that because they all have a very similar fire. That's that 100 proof fire.
Well, anyways, for all the people that were
pour Mountain Dew in yours,
yeah,
all right.
So, anyways, for all the people that are tired of hearing us talk about whiskey, we are going to have our show schedule is going to be this. We're going to have some sort of whiskey testing in the beginning. If you want to miss that, it'll last about 20 minutes. After that, we're going to do current events. After that, we're going to do sports. And after that, we're going to do what movies we're watching. That's been what we've done since the beginning. We're going to stick with that format. But if you want to talk about something else, such as politics, to really get us off the rails.
Oh, my God. That's what you say if you don't want to hear anything about our movies.
Yeah. But I'm trying to get away from that because it feels like that consumed us for a while.
And it wears me out.
It wears him out. It just fires me up.
My opinions don't change. It just wears me out.
All right. So in the news today, bum, 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 bum. We got to have a theme song.
We do.
DMX died.
DMX did die.
A Rough Rider
has
rode his last ride. It's kind of sad.
To quote a very popular phrase.
I'm falling. He didn't get up.
Oh, man.
Too soon?
He ain't going to give it to you.
X gonna give it to you. He gonna give it. Remember Jada Kiss's thing was because he was always on the same track as DMX, and it was. Remember that sound he would make?
Yeah.
It's like.
My favorite DMX thing though was watching him ride the slingshot in Orlando.
With his daughter.
Yeah.
I never watched it, but I heard about it.
It was his daughter or his friend?
I think it's his daughter.
So that was hilarious because like he really is DMX.
I'm sweating. I don't know if it's because it's warm in here or because we drank that, but I'm sweating.
It's probably going to be that. I mean, it's definitely warm in here, but still. Yeah, I mean, look, DMX died. It's a bummer. DMX and I grew up in the same hood. Did you know that?
Hood in Connecticut?
Yonkers, New York.
I thought he's from Miami.
Well, no, I think he's Yonkers.
No.
I could look it up real quick.
Bonkers and Yonkers, is that the saying?
I could look it up real quick, but I'm pretty sure it was Yonkers, New York. Because because my dad grew up playing stickball in the same like concrete court that he was like either filmed a video in or something like that.
No.
Telling you, he did something over there.
Well, unfortunately, old DMX has died. I remember he went like Christian there for a while, though. Like he had found Jesus or something.
Yeah, but drugs, right? Wasn't it drugs?
The drugs got him, supposedly.
Always.
It sucks. It seems like, I don't know. You sit there and here's the thing.
That tastes like dog shit.
What? The mix?
The mix.
I love the mix.
Oh.
I love it. Yeah, a lot of people will sit there and what was that old song? You never know what it's like until you had the blues.
Yeah.
And,
Whitey Ford.
Yeah. So it's kind of like that. So you've lived this life where you're a rapper. He probably came from nothing. So there's this culture shock, right? It's kind of like you're mentally unprepared coming from the hood to now be ultra successful. And now you're ultra successful, but then DMX kind of fell out. So you go from nothing to everything to now not necessarily nothing, but back to reality. I can imagine mentally that's just straining.
Oh, it's got to wear you out. Dude, I think the only rapper to withstand the test of time is probably Lil Wayne.
Puff Daddy.
Yeah, but different though.
Dr. Dre, Eminem.
Eminem went through a rough patch.
Yeah, but he's still the white god of rapping.
He is. That's not the only thing, but I mean, if he wasn't white.
He's in the top 5 of all time, white or not.
Sure, but I think the white helped get him there.
I saw him TikTok. It was funny. You know that song? Ain't na 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 na.
Someone wants to know where we can find a pontoon boat trailer.
Who's that? Ashley?
Justin.
Justin's on here?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he had a Facebook. Oh, he must be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we're looking for one. That's a whole story in itself. That god dang thing. Thank you, Justin, for helping.
So
I didn't even tell you about that. That had me worked up. I was ready to sell it.
Dr. Dre's made it, but Dr. J, do you think Dr. J is better of a producer than a rapper?
He was pretty badass on The Chronic.
Good. Don't get me wrong. He was good.
His last album was The Chronic. So yes, you can only go by the last album. That thing was bad.
P. Diddy, though. Producer or rapper?
When he was with Mace.
That was, he was good. That whole group was good. I don't know. That's how I feel. So I think that I think Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne went through some problems too. It's hard. It's like child actors.
Well, he got caught kissing Birdman on the mouth.
Really?
Yeah.
When was that?
8 years ago, maybe.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. They said they kissed because they're like father and son. I'm not kissing my dad on the lips.
Nope.
Do you kiss your dad on the lips?
Nope.
We wouldn't be friends if you did. But that's just disgusting, in my personal opinion.
That's terrible.
But I would put DMX as, what gets you fired up more than there's 3 people that I can think of, rappers, that get me fired up.
Oh, DMX
was the barking thing. Awesome. The other one was Lil Jon. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
DMX is in my running playlist.
Yeah. And he should be.
Yeah.
And then my third for getting hyped, trying to think. So other than Lil Jon and him, Mystical.
Oh, yeah,
Mystical gets you hyped.
I still think my favorite song ever, shout out to Astronaut High School class of 2003. Mystical's Pussy Crook is my favorite song ever.
I don't think I remember that one.
Oh, it's amazing. I would play it for you, but we'll get kicked off.
We probably will anyways.
No, remember, we got kicked off quick last time.
When we played Mariah Carey. So thank you, Mariah Carey, for being a piece of crap.
Her music is trash.
She's trash.
Yeah.
Poor Nick Cannon has her freaking tattoo of her name on her back for the rest of his life.
Yeah, but she pays him child support.
No, really?
Or alimony.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Hey, does Nick Lachey get child support?
I don't know, but we need to give a shout out. Did they? I don't think they did.
I don't think they did either.
We need to give a shout out to the man who made it possible for all of us, though. Kevin Federline.
Yeah.
That's the man.
He broke her.
Homage. Oh, yeah, dude.
He broke her.
Are you sure Justin Timberlake didn't break her?
I think he broke her.
I think she was like, I was with Justin Timberlake.
Cry me a river.
She's
See,
like,
we're gonna get kicked off because I sing it just
Yeah,
like Justin.
Of course.
Yeah.
She
They're gonna be
was
like, that is the recording.
She was like, look, I was with Justin Timberlake, and now I'm paying child support to Kevin Federline.
To my backup dancer.
Yeah. And then she was like, you know that like when you feel like you hit rock bottom, and you're like, I need to make some changes. Like I gained a little too much weight. I should make some changes. She's like, I fucked my life up.
Cool story. Before she was a idiot, and I don't think he would care about this. So I'm just gonna say his
Timberlake.
Name. No.
He's fine.
Robbie Carrico. He got, I think, 3rd on American Idol, and he used to be in a boy-girl band group. He went to high school with me. I wouldn't have called us like friends, but we knew each other.
Yeah.
He dated Brittany before Justin.
Really?
Yeah. From Titusville, Florida. Went to Titusville High.
Well, he had her when in her prime.
Yeah. I wonder if he just sits there and goes, yeah.
Yep. I bet now if she called him though, he'd be like, new phone, who dis?
I don't know. She's rich. I mean, honestly, would you turn down somebody with like $600 million? You got to remember that she had the Vegas show for a long time, and it was paying her a fortune.
You'd have to sleep with her dad for the money, though, apparently.
Yeah. Well,
because she doesn't have it.
Okay.
I'll
let you do that.
Oh, I was watching a movie earlier. What was the movie out? No, I was watching a different movie. I was watching a different military movie. It's the one on Netflix. It's not the one that we were talking about.
Explain it. Let's see if I've seen it.
I'm the worst at explaining
Okay,
stuff.
I want everybody that's watching to comment and try to guess. This is Frank's whole life. Hey, Kevin, do you know a movie that's blah, 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 blah? And then I have to play
remember the
20
titles.
questions to try to figure out what it is.
All right, so there's military guys.
Okay, we're down to 6 million movies.
They're in Afghanistan.
We're down to 4 million movies.
They're on a base. The whole movie's on a base. And they get overrun by the Taliban.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I know which one you're talking about.
Good movie.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I mean, I like war movies. Like I like that kind of stuff. So, but there's a scene where the guy goes, gun to your head, you have to fuck a guy. And the guy who gets asked the question, he goes, no gun needed, Chuck Norris.
Jesus.
I'm by myself watching this movie and it made me laugh.
I watched a war movie recently. It was pretty good, called The Wall on Amazon. It's got John Cena in it.
Really?
Yeah. His whole role in the whole movie is he lays on the ground.
Really?
The whole movie.
How old is this movie?
It's new.
Okay. I need to go watch it.
Yeah. It's worth watching. I wouldn't say it's good. So we're just going to go right into the movies we've watched. So my 2 is I watched Godzilla vs. King Kong. This story makes no damn sense.
None of them ever did, though.
No, this one's awful, though.
Okay.
I had no idea what was going on with the special effects. Yeah. And, dude, that big-ass gorilla swinging that axe, did you watch it?
No. I haven't even seen a preview for it.
They tear each other up, and then they fight Mechagodzilla.
Together?
Yes.
So they wasted all the time fighting?
Yes.
Okay.
So I pretty much spoiled the movie, but it's still worth it because there's no story. It is asinine, to say the least.
I need to check it out.
Did you watch the last Godzilla movie?
Yeah, but that wasn't the one with what's his face, though.
I don't think
you know
really
who I'm talking about.
Anybody was in that one.
There was a famous one where they were in the arena.
Matthew Broderick.
Yes.
Come to me. Yep. Or come P. Diddy did the soundtrack.
Yeah, you're right.
Him and what's his name? Bum 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 from Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Robert Plant or Page. Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page.
Yeah.
I might be wrong, but I think it's Jimmy Page.
I think it is too. It's one of the two.
But yes, that was the last one I actually saw. But then they had the newer one where he's like underground or some shit like that in the cave, underwater. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
Where he was massive, bigger than he's ever
and he
been.
looks like Fat Godzilla.
Yeah.
Because he got no neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the same Godzilla in this one.
Okay.
This is the same producers.
Okay.
Great special effects, great fighting scenes. Makes no damn sense.
Could Blake watch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's PG-13. Just because of violence.
Yeah. See, he for some reason he fucking loves Godzilla.
Everybody loves Godzilla.
That's true. I like King Kong better.
Imagine the box office numbers on that in China. They eat that shit up.
They do. Actually, he eats them up.
Yeah, no, they don't eat any people.
No. If only we can get him to eat the kung flu.
Dude, he's like a radioactive mess in this. I don't want to ruin it for you, but
I'll watch it.
It is so. Me and my stepfather were talking about it, and we were like,
did he watch it with you guys?
No, he went and watched it in IMAX.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, you got to watch Godzilla.
Where is it out now?
What,
like theaters?
HBO Max for free or in theaters.
Okay.
And he's like, you can't watch Godzilla at home. You got to watch it in IMAX.
I get it.
Yeah, so he went and watched it in IMAX.
Maybe I'll take Blake to go see it.
He said it was pretty cool in IMAX.
That's cool. Oh, I bet IMAX is cool.
Yeah. So my other movie I watched. Now I'm glad I wrote it down. Oh, Zack Snyder's version of Justice League. It's 4 hours long.
Oh, you were telling me about this.
It is so much better.
See, and you really need to let people know that, because a lot of people would agree that Marvel is awesome and DC sucks.
Oh, no, I'm a Marvel guy all day long, but I'm telling you right now, if they would have produced these movies how Zack actually envisioned it, so they did the Zack Snyder, because Batman vs. Superman was garbage, absolute garbage.
Right.
If you watch the Zack Snyder version, the extended one on HBO Max, it's great.
So these are all the same characters, all the same movie, just cut scenes are in there.
Yeah, but like for instance, people look different. There's different scenes because he actually got $80 million, I think, to reshoot some scenes for the 4-hour version he did. And to be honest, I'm only halfway through it, but I watched the first one. I was completely bored out of my mind. I've watched half of the second one. I'm totally into it.
That's cool. That's cool. I got to check it out. Where is that?
HBO Max.
Goddamn HBO Max. I don't have HBO Max.
Yeah. So
HBO Max and Peloton are just killing the freaking game.
Your movies, by the way, to remind you, are Neat and Outside the Wire.
So forget Neat. We already talked about that. Outside the Wire was good-ish. Kind of. Did you see it?
I liked it.
So
not great.
I like action movies, though. I like action movies that I can sit there and there's not too much storyline. I don't care all that much, but it is kind of cool because I've got this thing with artificial intelligence and it spooks me.
It was wild.
Artificial intelligence spooks me. And if you watch that movie and artificial intelligence is capable of doing that, we're all fucked.
Yeah.
That was one person.
Yeah.
That was one.
And they could have made 100 of them.
Yeah, that was one fake person.
Yeah.
And if they would have made 2, the world would have been over.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Because he would have definitely blown that sucker up.
Yeah, well, it's not spoil too much, but my man from...
Let's be honest, no one's going to go watch movies because we told them to.
No,
this is more for our benefit.
But my man from the Avengers is putting some stuff together. That movie and now the series on Netflix, Falcon and...
Let me get that, Evan. We're going to retry it.
All right.
Oh, Falcon. Everybody's pissed off about that, by the way, because it's Bucky that's playing Captain America now.
No.
That's not Bucky?
No.
It looks like Bucky.
Bucky is in there.
Oh.
It's Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Can they hear me or no? Probably not.
Probably not.
It's Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Here, I got this.
And a new Captain America.
And what's his backstory?
The new Captain America?
Yeah.
Regular human.
Well, that's not Captain America.
Not at all. Put it this way. In the first or second episode, he got thrown off of a train by a normal human.
Well, this is gay. Now we're kicked off. Crap.
We're kicked off?
No, I'm going to say it because I said this is gay.
Oh.
Now I did it twice.
But no, so you can't. Captain America has to be superhuman.
Yeah.
It has to be.
The only person that can't be superhuman is Batman and Iron Man, and that's because they're eccentric billionaires.
Right, and they can afford to have cool gadgets. But this is Captain America with the suit and the shield. So all he's got is the shield and the fact that he was a good athletic individual.
They should have had it played by a fat guy then.
I could have played it.
Kevin James.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Kevin James, perfect. Just give him a whatever. What's the metal that they have?
What?
Valerium.
Here we go again.
Valerium or whatever the hell they.
I don't remember.
Whatever the metal is.
We didn't really talk about neat. We just said what was on.
Oh, well, so you're better at describing things. What was neat about?
Neat is about, it goes over like the background of bourbon.
The history of it, which is really cool. It wasn't like in-depth history. It wasn't like the rival families and
no. It's just
like a lot
it was
of
explaining.
It
was explaining drinking it neat, drinking on the rocks, drinking it mixed.
Yep.
Talking about what is required to make a bonded bourbon.
Yep.
What is required to make a bourbon.
And the misconception that I always thought was that bourbon had to be made in Kentucky, and that was up until like 2 years ago. I thought that.
So that's not true, by the way. And
right.
Jack Daniel's, by the way, meets all the criteria to be bourbon. And the reason that they are not bourbon is because they choose not to be, because then they're on a different section of where they are in liquor stores.
But
so it's a promotional thing.
Have you noticed, though, that some liquor stores see through the bullshit and put it together?
Yeah. It's better.
Is it better?
It's better.
It's good.
It's not bad.
It's good.
I must have had first pour of the other one.
You did.
That was bad.
You had first pour.
Yeah, that's better. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's right there with Buffalo.
That's not bad for a $14 bottle.
It's better than Buffalo due to price.
Yeah.
And availability.
All right, you want to try the Azure Brooks again?
No. You're just trying to get rid of it.
That didn't get any better.
Does it still taste like mold?
It tastes like mold.
Oh, God. Oh, well, anyways, you need, I would say out of all the movies that we've mentioned, you need to watch Neat, especially if you're into whiskey. And they have other ones too. They have
so put it
Scotch
Janet
too.
Like Neat.
Yeah.
Janet Like Neat.
They have one about Scotch too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I hear there's another one. I think we lost Tom a while ago, but there was another movie that I think Tyler was telling me about, and it had something to do with, it was like On the Rocks or whatever the case is, but it was another bourbon movie.
Okay. Well, but I got to watch that.
Well, I don't think it was Hulu because I searched like bourbon and whiskey and whatever, and it didn't pop up. So must be somewhere else.
Well, I can tell you this. I told you we wouldn't talk politics, so we can't go off on a tangent.
Okay.
But my news story, all right, is the idiocy going on in Georgia where they moved MLB Baseball's All-Star event to Colorado due to suppressive voter restriction, which means that you have to have your ID to vote.
Yep.
And here's where it gets messed up.
What, that Colorado requires you to have your ID to vote?
Colorado is one of the whitest states in the entire United States.
Yep.
I think it's 73% white. Atlanta, Georgia is one of the most African-American cities in the world, I would say. Not in the world, in the United States.
Well,
I mean, it's predominantly African-American. So what you're doing is you're saying, okay, because you're quote-unquote restricting the rights of African-Americans to be able to vote because you're requiring an ID, which, by the way, they did a whole report, and they said, do you have your ID on the streets? He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And the next guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because everybody has an ID.
The bigger problem should be, how do we get people without IDs? Because they need them.
Well, they claim, and this is what's racist, CNN claims that African Americans are not able to get their IDs because they don't know how to do it. How racist is that?
That's very racist.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm pretty sure they know.
I bet that even the most incoherent person has their shit more together than me.
The dumbest people in the world know me and you. They have their ID.
Correct. Like, I had to go get my tag renewed today. And my tag, oh my God. So the tag I had on my vehicle apparently was not the same tag that was registered with the county. And when they sent me a renewal, it didn't match to the tag I had. So I was very confused as to what the hell was going on. So I had to go to the DMV and I was like, hey, this isn't my tag, right? I showed my ID once, like at the very end to pay for everything, right? But it's like everybody there had an ID. It's the DMV.
Well, let's talk about things you need ID for.
IDs.
You need ID to buy whiskey.
Yep.
You need an ID to buy a Sharpie pen. You need an idea to buy spray paint.
Cigarettes.
So are we banning that too? Are we going to let 4-year-olds say, I feel like I'm 18 years old, I should be allowed? I mean, I'm being extreme.
Yeah.
It's ignorance. It's utter ignorance. So they essentially have taken an all-star game that would have brought tons of business to an African-American community. You can say whatever you want, but Atlanta is an African-American dominated city. And you can sit there and take all that business away. That's good for them. No, that's not. That's not at all. And if you want to sit here and be mad about the voting rights or whatever, then what you probably should do is you should give out pamphlets on how to get your ID.
Sure. Dan Crenshaw was on Joe Rogan the other day, and he nailed it on the head. It's only a big deal because Georgia's a swing state.
Well, the thing that's crazy is what's her name? Stacey Abrams, the one that ran for governor of Georgia.
Yeah. She's
out like promoting against her state.
Right.
And that's who you want to be your governor?
Right.
No.
Look, ID for a mail-in ballot is no, and on top of that, did you know that people are causing an uproar because they're changing because they want voting to end at 5? I'm sorry, end at 4. Right? Because voting currently is 9 to 5. It just moved from 9 to 5 to 7 to 4.
Extra hour.
And on top of that, there's an extension to 7.
Well, and obviously absentee voting, early voting, like it's gotten so easy to vote.
Yeah. I got ballots that I didn't even ask for that I could have filled out and sent back.
Vote early and vote often.
Vote early, vote often for the next American Idol president.
Yes.
Is basically what it is. Now, this has nothing to do with what political side you're on. I promise it doesn't. This is, it has to be secure. I even thought about registering to work the polls, and right away I was like, but wait, would I be biased? And I'm like, no, but I would make sure people had IDs or whatever.
I'd get kicked out so quick. I'd be like, you sure about voting for him?
No, I wouldn't do that, man. Because look, but hey, who you vote for, it's your right. It's your right to vote, man. And the second we take that away from people, it sucks. But what we're doing is we're saying, hey, the borders are open. Come on in and vote. Because we're not going to check whether or not you can vote.
Yeah.
And that's the problem I have, man. That's a huge problem.
Well, before we go down to the tunnel of politics,
I'm good if you want to call
that's
that
our
quits.
Little bit. So that more or less is
Thomas
the end of it.
says PF Chang's, boys.
Who said that?
Thomas.
Oh, Thomas.
PF Chang's, boys.
What time is it right now? Let's go.
It is 11:20.
Well, we ain't going to PF Chang's, but that was a good night.
I freaking love PF Chang's.
All right. So this one I didn't tell you about because I want it off the top of your head.
Oh, boy.
What is the most expensive thing you own a lot of?
Most expensive thing I own a lot of? Oh, children.
Yeah.
I have a lot of children now.
Yeah. That's probably it. But yeah. So yes, both of us. You could own one and that would be the answer.
Yeah. Shit. What would mine be? A lot of. What's a lot? What's a number?
There's no number. You can own multiples of it or one of it. Like, what's the most expensive thing you own a lot of or one of?
Not those.
It's up to you to decide.
Right now might be whiskey. At one point, what probably would have been video
I'm going to
games.
say the answer that's probably true, and you're going to go, yep.
All right.
Tools.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever thought how much money you've spent on tools?
I've spent a lot of money on tools.
Like, it goes overlooked even by wives, and I think that's why we have so much of it. Wives don't get mad when you buy tools. You ever notice that?
Because you need it to fix the project that they needed you to fix.
Right. So they don't care.
Right.
It's
like,
oh, I got a brand new whatever.
Yeah.
And they're totally okay with it.
Yeah, she's like, does that help us with the thing?
Yes, it does.
Like
I definitely need this planer, babe, to hang the TV.
Of course, otherwise it's not going to be done right.
Yeah.
We just did our cabinet, so of course I had to get the Craig jig for the cabinet holes for the door catches for the handles. Yep.
Yeah, it's got to be tools.
Well, think about it, dude.
I have 5 full toolboxes.
I've got a shop.
Yeah.
I have a shop.
But I mean, I'm not building furniture for part of my living. I have 5 toolboxes.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's funny. My toolbox here is bare. So you know what I did? So because I took all of my DeWalt 20 volt stuff to the shop, instead of just buying like one extra drill and keeping it here, so I had one, I went and bought the entire DeWalt 12 volt set so that I would have a small set at home because I don't need that kind of torque here in the house.
Right. And I get proud, and I could, Morgan hasn't said it, but now I'm sitting here thinking about it, is I did a job. So I replaced the vanity sink in the downstairs, and there was a big hole. I fixed this entire thing and did everything without buying a single tool, a single anything. I had the drywall in the garage. I had the tape for the drywall.
The drywall is interesting because not a lot. Well,
I always keep a piece. I have a problem with putting holes in walls, not intentionally, but I'm rambunctious. So, yeah. So I always keep a piece.
Yeah.
But I did every bit of it without it. And I go, babe, that's why I need all, because she's like, why do you need all these tools?
That's why.
I'm like, I didn't have to go buy a single tool.
So,
and you know what my response would have been if I was her to me is the however many $1,000 you paid on them tools, you could have paid somebody to come do it. It saved a lot less. It saved a lot of money, and she wouldn't have had to hear me for a whole day.
Right.
Bitching.
Right.
Because that's all I do when I do stuff like that.
It's fun though. Like,
no, not for me.
No.
I just don't trust anybody to do it right. Because I know if I do it, it'll be.
Or you at least know what your fuck ups are.
Well, I call my brother-in-law and he walks me through it.
And fixes some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, there's some stuff like I mean, shoot, I didn't want this to be the forum for it, but I mean, as a lot of people who follow us probably know, I'm closing my shop down. But I have to say, it's got nothing to do with me not making enough money in the shop or me not getting orders. It has everything to do with me just being too busy to justify keeping the shop. So I started the shop so that I can make some extra money when we were going through a hard time. But now I've got a full-time job, a part-time job, and a hobby that pays, which is woodworking. I don't want to stop woodworking, but I want to stop paying rent for a shop to do a project every other month. Now, I have projects lined up that I could be busy for the rest of the year, but I say no because I can't make the justification to do it. I can't make a little tiny project for somebody that's going to take me 6 weeks because I'm so busy just to make an extra $100.
So, with that being said, without Frank knowing, he's going to be making ordinary guys wall plaques for your merch. That'd be cool, though.
That would be cool. But
I have a friend that has a burner.
So what I'm going to do, though, to be honest with you, is I'm going to take most of my hand tools and all that sort of stuff and obviously bring them back to the house, find a better way to put them, store them. And then I'm going to be like your regular neighbor that knows how to do shit. So if I need to do something, I'm going to do it out in the damn driveway. I'm not going to be making furniture for a living from the house, but when I need a new table, I'll make that shit out in the driveway like normal freaking human beings do. I just got very fortunate that I have a shop. And like Kevin said, it's like, oh, look, I need to make something. Let me use my table saw, my planer, my miter saw, my joiner. Like I've got it all. And it makes cool furniture. But,
well, switching gears again.
Yep.
You ready for this one?
What is it?
You didn't know about this one. So, no, I did say this one to you. So Frank used to not drink Diet, and then he started drinking Coke Zero.
Yeah.
And then I opened him up to the world of Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
And then now he's gotten into Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, what would be the best diet drink to you?
So to preface, Diet Coke sucks.
It's the worst.
I hate Diet Coke. In fact,
that is the old tub.
So Diet Coke ruined diet for me. I thought it all tasted like shit.
I'm going back to this just because I need a drink.
Go for it. Oh, no, try something different.
Well, give me something different.
All right. So anyway, what's your favorite?
Well, I think you know my favorite. Diet Dr. Pepper. Tastes the closest to real.
I wasn't sure if you were going to say that or Diet Mountain Dew.
Give it here. Give it here. You're just trying to get rid of this.
No, I'm just trying to make you like it.
Because you don't like it.
I don't like it.
It doesn't even smell good.
I might have got a bad bottle or it was too much in the neck. But anyway, so Diet Coke absolutely sucks. And it's funny. I knew it sucked but I didn't like acknowledge that it was the only one that sucked until I tried Diet Pepsi.
Better.
And I was like, oh, dude, this is way better.
It's the exact opposite of the regular.
Right.
Because regular Coke
Pepsi
blows
sucks.
Pepsi away.
Yeah, regular Pepsi sucks.
Blows Pepsi away.
So Diet Dr. Pepper, it's hard to think that's Diet. Diet Dr. Pepper's good.
Yep.
So my favorite diet is Diet Dr. Pepper. However, I still like the zero sugars over the diets all day long.
So I accidentally bought this, and I hate vanilla, but I bought Cherry Vanilla Zero. It was good.
Cherry vanilla.
I hate vanilla.
See, cherry's good.
The cherry's stronger than the vanilla, but the vanilla gives it a little...
I bet that would be delicious in Jim Beam.
Everything's delicious in Jim Beam, except milk.
Red Stag.
We should do that. Mixer of the week. Everybody votes on a disgusting mixer for us to mix with something.
Well, I'm a puker.
I love Red Stag.
Red Stag's delicious.
Love Red Stag.
I've been drinking a lot of Red Stag. Hey, for people local, we probably lost mostly everybody by now, but Jim Beam is doing a ridiculous sale where it's like 2 for $20.
I gotta go get it.
Yeah, I think it's all the Jim Beams.
So we've decided Diet Dr. Pepper is the best.
As far as diets go, but then I do like Cherry Coke Zero.
And I like Diet Mountain Dew.
Diet Mountain Dew is good.
The worst is by far Diet Coke.
Diet Coke's terrible. It shouldn't even be around anymore.
You know it's a good one, but you probably never had it. Diet Right.
I've not had Diet Right.
It's used as Splenda.
Really?
Yeah,
no,
it's good.
That makes a difference.
Yeah, it doesn't give it that ending twang.
God, Diet Coke is so bad.
Yes. Have you ever drank an old Diet Coke?
Oh, yeah.
It loses all its flavor.
It's the worst.
Yes. It's like water with the twins of poop.
It's terrible.
Yeah. So my next one is, and we're getting near the end for all the ones just barely hanging on. So there's a new king of the chicken sandwich in town, from what Frank tells me. The spicy chicken sandwich. That game has gotten big. So Burger King's got one. It's good, by the way. I tried it.
I haven't tried that one yet.
McDonald's has one. Not that great. Everybody knows about Popeyes. That one's good.
I want to try the
Chick-fil-A.
McDonald's, though, just because it's like I have a hard time believing it's terrible.
KFC is good. The McDonald's one?
Yeah.
It's very bland.
So it's not even really spicy.
No.
That's a bummer.
It's not great. But so I didn't have it because I'm on the diet. I had a Cali Bowl is what it was called. But Frank had the new spicy chicken sandwich from PDQ.
Mm-hmm. PDQ is delicious. I like PDQ all around. What made that spicy chicken sandwich unique was the sauce that they put on top. So some people, they do the spice in the batter, in the breading, which I prefer, to be honest with you. I don't want like a saucy hot because I feel like it's cheating. Does that make sense?
That's what Popeyes does.
The sauce?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't like a saucy hot. I like Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich. It's in the batter.
Have you ever noticed those can go from barely hot? Ugh! What is that?
Terrible.
That's what that turkey tasted like.
It's moldy.
It's moldy.
It's moldy. It gets better, I promise.
No, it doesn't. That stopped me dead in my tracks. The show's over.
It's mold.
That's mold.
It's expensive mold.
Ugh. That is so bad. So we're going to be giving away a bourbon.
Yep. Old Forester's on my list, by the way. If I can
1920 or 1910.
Either at a good price.
Well, they're available everywhere.
Yeah, but the problem is they seem to be marked up a little bit. The cheapest I found was Walgreens or Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie is pretty good.
It's hit or miss. Meaning, like, you'll overpay. Publix is the same way. You'll overpay for some stuff. But what were we just talking about?
I don't even know now.
Chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
All right. PDQ's was good.
Arby's.
But it's
Johnny Wyndham said Arby's.
Arby.
Have you had Arby's?
I have not had Arby's. Oh, I did have Arby's the other day. It was delicious.
Yeah. You had their buffalo chicken one.
I always eat their buffalo chicken one, but I got their regular spicy
Tell everybody
chicken.
your order.
Oh my God. So whenever I order Arby's, I always get 2 buffalo chicken sliders as roadie appetizers. But I get 2 buffalo chicken sliders, cheese sticks, the large box. I get 2 beef and cheddars.
We don't have a problem.
No, but
we're gluttonous.
The Arby's chicken sandwich was good, but to be honest with you, I'm dead honest. My favorite one was Zaxby's.
Really?
Yeah. The spicy chicken sandwich, because it's different than their other stuff. It's that legit, like...
That's that one me and you both had.
Did we have one at Arby's, though?
It comes in the Texas toast.
No.
No?
No. Okay. So there you go. So that's their chicken tender sandwich.
Okay.
They put their chicken tenders on Texas toast.
I don't want to drink this.
This is not that. There's an actual new spicy chicken sandwich.
It hit my gag reflex.
There's an actual new spicy chicken sandwich at Zaxby's. It's got the thick pickle on it, which is kind of cool. And they've got that peppery batter.
I don't like the thick pickle.
You can take the thick pickle off. It's fine. They got the peppery batter, but they do have their own sauce on it. And the bun is different. It's good.
Ugh.
Do you know Zaxby's is getting rid of their side salad and Caesar salad? Apparently nobody orders it.
Yeah, I could see that.
I went there today.
But they have the Zax salad, right?
Yeah, that's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
It's fried chicken and salad.
That's fat people that are trying to pretend they're on a diet.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. I see a lot of salads and I look at the calories and I'm like, I'd be better off with a Big Mac.
I did it today, though. I ordered because Janet likes Zaxby's, and I was on my way home from Orlando. Thank you very much. And I went to Zaxby's and I got the 10-piece chicken tenders because it just doesn't make sense to get 8 financially. It's $9 for 8 or $11 for 10.
It's a lot of money for chicken tenders.
But it's just $1 more.
You know what makes really good chicken tenders?
Hmm.
Sonny's.
Oh, they do. Yeah. So anyway, I got the chicken tenders, but because I needed a roadies, I got the nibbler meal to go.
I thought you were trying to eat better.
I was, but this is the one day.
Until tomorrow, and then it's the one day.
Well, tomorrow's Saturday. I'll be good.
You're on the tomorrow diet.
I'm on a tomorrow diet. Well, tomorrow's baseball day, so I end up not eating until like 2 or 3 o'clock anyway.
All right. I didn't think the answer for this, but
Okay.
I wrote it down, and I don't know. It's one thing you bought that you literally never used.
Oh, I was going to make a funny joke, but...
Or you don't ever use.
One thing I bought I don't ever use.
Preferably expensive, because I do know what I did.
There's probably some shit in my garage that I don't ever use. Probably. What's yours?
PlayStation 5.
Oh, God. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. I play it.
I haven't played in 2 months.
Really?
Yeah.
I probably play it once a week.
Or my
I still think
my
once a week
Stream
is
Deck.
not enough.
Remember I bought the Stream Deck?
What was the Stream Deck?
It's a little selector for OBS.
Oh, yeah. We never used it.
No, it's sitting in a drawer.
I think we said it. Would it work for this?
Yeah.
Now that's you can queue up things, right?
Oh, you can do anything with it.
Websites, everything.
Yeah.
We got to mess with that again.
You can.
I'll mess with that again.
Yeah.
Because that's a cool concept. It's a cool concept because you can just press a button and instead of just switching cameras, it can pull in a website or whatever.
There's a lot of dumb shit that we own that we never use.
Yeah.
Like a griddle. Everybody's got a griddle. How
Yeah.
many times you use a griddle?
Janet uses it once every couple months.
Oh, you're better than us.
Like the plug-in griddle?
Ours, I threw it away. Morgan still doesn't know.
Oh, she's going to know now. Janet's going to tell her.
Nope. She ain't watching.
But every now and then, Janet will use the griddle to make pancakes for the kids.
It's totally off subject. I really did throw away the griddle and the waffle maker. Waffle makers are bullshit.
We have a Mickey Mouse waffle maker.
How many times have you made it? Twice?
3 times.
Yeah.
But it's funny because she made them for the kids the other day.
So we had a bunch of bullshit like that. So I threw away the waffle maker. I threw away the now I'm not saying this one's bad. I threw away the Holyfield grill. Or not Holyfield.
Oh, the Foreman.
Foreman.
Hey, do you know that was supposed to be Hulk Hogan's?
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm the one that told you that.
He decided to go with a cereal instead.
Yeah. And he kicks himself. Yeah. Old George. So I'm not against Foreman grills, by the way. Those things are awesome. The reason I don't have the Foreman grill, I'll get to that. And then I threw away a lot of stuff, and she hasn't noticed.
I'm about to do the same thing in the garage, though.
If you haven't used it in a year, get rid of it. Mm-hmm. That's the rule. And so, anyways, it bring me no joy.
Yep.
So, I bought the Ninja 5-in-1. It is a grill. It is an air fryer.
Oh, I've seen it.
It is fantastic. Yeah. That replaced my Foreman grill. That's why I got rid of the Foreman grill. This is how awesome this thing is. So it's a grill, and you stick the little meat thermometer in it, and it's attached to it. Throw it in there. It actually leaves grill marks like a real grill, and it cooks it to whatever temperature you want, medium, rare, whatever. It does it all on its own. Morgan always had a tough time cooking chicken because, to be honest, chicken's not easy if you haven't cooked it a lot.
I tend to always overcook chicken just out of safety.
Spot on, but that's because I've cooked a lot of chicken.
Yeah.
But, it's a feel thing. But with that thing, Morgan, doesn't ask me to cook chicken anymore.
Because
she just puts the probe in there and boop, done. It's fantastic. I think it's like $150. It's worth every stinking dollar.
I got a pellet smoker this week.
Yeah, I'm excited about you made ribs.
I made ribs.
How'd they turn out?
They came out like little Chinese ribs. They were like the red all the way through, overloaded with smoke, fell right off the bone. Like literally, I couldn't take them off the smoker. But I was just trying to dry rub, literally like spur of the moment. What do I have in the pantry that I can make a dry rub with?
It's so bad.
It's not good.
It's got mold in it.
But I used the pellets I used were like charcoal cherry wood combo.
Okay.
So they give you that charcoal smoke, which I bet would be way more delicious.
I like applewood.
I like applewood too, but I bet that charcoal cherry wood will be way more delicious on beef, like a steak or even burgers, because that charcoal flavor. I like them.
So you saying the ribs weren't good?
They were good. My daughter destroyed them.
Okay.
Literally, they fell right off the bone, which was, you can't ask for more. It was good. They were good. I just think that, looking back, I should have used just the applewood pellets or something like that.
Well, my brother-in-law makes them, and I want to say he starts in the crock pot and finishes on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, you can make ribs in the Instapot.
I don't have an Instapot.
We have an Instapot. You can make ribs in the Instapot and then throw them on the grill. You have to finish them on the grill. That was the other thing
that
too.
Thing just reminds me of Zier Zanif.
Oh, the Instapot.
Yeah. That's not allowed in my house.
No. If I
What was his name?
I don't know.
Zaire. It was Zaire.
We don't give them names.
He's a piece. He supposedly got one of his sentences adjudicated or something.
Yeah. But doesn't he still have several life sentences?
Yeah. Somebody needs, if you're listening and you're in jail, I fully promote you killing that piece of crap.
And now we're cut.
I don't care.
Yeah. This is the Boston Marathon bomber.
He deserves to die.
Yeah. He deserves to share the pineapple with Hitler.
Yeah. Little Nicky.
Yeah. Great movie, by the way.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I don't even know where we're going with that.
I don't know, but why did Adam Sandler play Little Nicky with a stroke in his face?
Because he needed to change it up from the Happy Gilmore character, which is every other character.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think we just hit the screeching halt that we were looking for.
Nobody's watching anyways.
We got 4 people watching right now.
Well, then one of them, tell us what you want to hear.
Well, they're done.
Yeah.
They don't care. They were talking about chicken sandwiches and pontoon boat trailers.
Justin's still on?
No, he's gone. He was on almost an hour ago. Almost an hour ago.
All right. I'm going to go get tacos.
Yep. It's time that we put this thing to rest. I'm trying to drive here, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to click this button. We're going to go bye-bye. You're going to hear cool. It's not even music, is it?
Mm-mm.
Goodbye.